Hi, Bucs fans. I'm joined today by a very special guest, co-owner of the Des Moines Buccaneers, and I'm going to go ahead and say Des Moines' favorite hockey son, Scott Clemmensen. Scott, thanks for coming and thanks for joining me here.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's exciting to be back, yes.
Has to be exciting to be back. Great to finally get you in the house here this summer, but there's a lot going on right now. But before we get to that, let's take a step back. November 2017, the Buccaneer ownership group changes. You're a part of it. How did this whole process begin for you?
Well, you know, it's a situation that I've kept a close eye on the Buccaneers ever since I left, say 20 years ago now. And you know, the state of hockey in Iowa in general kind of really follows the path of the Bucs. As the Bucs go and the popularity and the Buccaneers, especially here in central Iowa, you know, that really drives youth hockey in the area. So it's something that I've always been passionate about. Even when I started playing hockey, the Buccaneers are what, you know, got me excited about it. And so that's what got me involved with hockey, and my dream when I was younger was to play for the Buccaneers. It wasn't to play in the NHL, it was to play for the Buccaneers. And so that's where you know, that's kind of my ultimate goal, to be honest with you, is to get the Buccaneers back to where kids like myself look at being, you know, playing for the Buccaneers as the biggest thing that they can think of. But obviously we want them thinking even more than that, as you know, as opposed to like when I was playing. We want to, and hopefully I'm an example of that, where, you know, as a kid playing here, yeah, you can play for the Buccaneers and move on and play even, you know, higher than that, or great, you know, go to greater lengths than that. But for myself, joining this ownership group, it came along at, you know, at the right time for me. I'd say throughout the past 10 years, I've had multiple offers, different ownership groups, but this one in particular was just probably a better fit for me as well as, you know, the connections and I'd say the knowledge and the know-how as to run this business the right way. It was really kind of perfect timing last summer, where we kind of all got together last summer and ultimately, you know, purchased the team in the fall.
You talk about how your goal growing up was to play here, and there's no question, and it's a testament, because every night this place is jammed full of fans, no matter what. You know, 38 will be now 39 seasons later. As an ownership group, I would imagine that you have seen that, and your other owners have seen that there's such a foundation here with the fans. Talk about that and how you think that's a really big positive moving forward, and how you think it could probably only grow as we step ahead into the next coming years.
Yeah, for sure. And the fans here are so passionate. You know, they love hockey, and they love the team, and they love the sport, and that's what we really got to tap into. You know, there's a lot of history in this building and with this team, and that's what we're, you know, from a business you know, standpoint, that's what the feeling that we got to tap into in order to, you know, pack this place and make this, you know, a destination for players to want to come and not only play in this league, but play here in Des Moines itself. Now there's a lot of other stuff that comes into that, and getting the right people here, you know, from a business operations standpoint, and the right coaches, which we feel like we're going in the right direction there, and a dedicated GM, you know, to find the right players and to like I said, make Des Moines a destination. So when that, you know, starts to happen, and we're competing and doing things the right way, and now you're winning, and you're winning the right way, now all of a sudden things become a lot easier when you're winning. Whether it's getting the players or getting the fans, you know, everything kind of comes together. So that's obviously the end point.
Obviously winning the ultimate goal, but it's a process, as you well know, with your storied career collegiately and professionally. So year one doesn't mean you can't win here, the ownership, I should say year two, but nonetheless, what are some of the things that you want the hockey operations side to really take control of, things that can be controlled that will eventually lead to that winning stride?
Well, it's about doing things the right way and competing every night. You know, it's in the little things, it's in the details, it's in how you coach, it's how you come and prepare yourself. Those are the things that you can control. A lot of these things take no talent either. You know, we're not talking about, hey, we got to go out there and be more skilled than the other team. We're talking about our effort level, our preparation, the intangibles that you bring, not only on a game day, but on practice days. And that's how, you know, you talk about being motivated and playing with compete level and playing with grit, and being prepared and practicing with a purpose, and that translates into the game. And when you're doing that, and you're aware of your responsibilities to your teammates and the team, that's how you play the right way. And when you compete that way, like I said, it takes no talent to do that. When you do those things, then you can win just based on that, without the talent. Now, obviously, we want talented players, and we think we got some. And so then when that happens and you kind of, put those two things together, then that's when, the championships follow, right?
Take a look into the crystal ball, 10, 15, 20, whatever it be years down the road. What do you want this organization, this place, this franchise to look like?
Yeah, well, hopefully, hopefully, I shouldn't even actually say hopefully, because, I think hope means that you're wishing for something to happen. Let's make it happen, That's what I want to do as an owner. I want to make these things, my vision for the team, I want to make it happen. I don't want to just hope that it magically happens. So I want to take back my hopefully statement and say, what we're going to do is we're going to make this a place that, like I said, is a destination for players. Not just because the league is a great league and they know that you come here and you can prepare and you are prepared and you see other players move from this league to college to the NHL, or maybe from this league right to the NHL. So that's a good league. We know that we've got a great town in the city of Des Moines. It's a great town to be in and to live in. And it's centrally located within the league, so the travel is great. So those are things that we're always going to have for us. So in our from an ownership standpoint, and our responsibility now is to put all the other pieces together, whether it's the business side of the whole operation of the franchise, or the hockey operations between the general manager and the coaching staff, and getting the right people in here to support our players, to the facility, which moving forward is going to have a different complexion, whether it's this building right now or a new facility, or what avenue we go down in the future. But I look at maybe not even that far out. I look at 3-4 years from now as being right there in terms of one of the top franchises and organizations within the league, with the best people, with the best facility, and being, like I said, doing things the right way and having all the right pieces there. Now all of a sudden you got something special.
Well, Scott, as someone who has been here now for a year and change, it's been just fantastic to see what the ownership group has been doing, and it's an exciting time. I think I can speak for everybody on staff and everybody around the arena as we get the vibes coming in here. It's an exciting place to be, and the Bucs are very well on their way back. So thanks for coming, and thanks for chatting with me here today.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Scott Clemmensen, co-owner and favored son of Des Moines hockey. He is a longtime face known here at Buccaneer Arena, and he's back with the ownership patch on, I should say, here with us this afternoon. So for Scott, I'm Ben Gislison. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back on BucsTV soon.